It's now morning, 17 August, Monday. School start for a lot of kids on the east side of Norway, southeast. Hmm. There's probably a lot of police outside today, watching that people don't speed. No one actually. That's surprising. Is it because it's raining? I think I have to stop and get myself a coffee. Yeah, and from 1st of September, the government has decided to no longer reduce the taxes or for the gasoline or diesel and petrol. So it's gonna spike at least 4 or 5 kroners. That's fucking disgusting. Just gonna put the battery inside the camera. Mm, 17% left. I have to be quick. I made it. It's only 11 Celsius outside now. It's getting colder. Yeah, I'm back in Norway now. I'm going to work. I'm just gonna try installing Waze to use as a navigation. Uh, Copy. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find Haaland. He's in England playing football. Okay, almost ready. Okay, can I?
La oss ta E6 sør og Østre Akervei vest, ring 3 vest Oslo.
Okay, I need to disable that. Mute. Okay, let's try it. The Mentalist. No. This main actor plays in the Norwegian. What? Huh. I have to check that out. I did not know that. What's the quickest way? It wants me to go there. So one of the football players has ventured started as an actor as well. What's what's his name? Do you remember? Oh, you're joking. Well, I believe at least there's one no, one guy from England somewhere. He has he used to play football, but last 10-15 years he's been an actor, usually like tough guy, something like that. I don't remember his name though. Seriöst? Oh, fuck. use your fucking turn light signal, man. So many people that don't know how to use it. I could have driven instead of waiting for him, but since he was going to the left, I saw that Haaland and that American actor had some fooling around. The football player, no, the actor tried to dress up as Haaland or something. Yeah, blame the women. It's usually, to be honest, it's usually old males that uh, think they know how everything works. But yeah, female drivers can also be scary. There are a few times I've had it when there has been a female driver in front of me. We're driving on a straight line, and I know it's a female driver because I got so pissed. When I had the possibility, I had drove past her, but she would like slow down on a straight line when it was coming a car in the other lane. She would slow down because of that. No, you can't blame the old. It's, I guess it's like the saying, can't teach an old dog new tricks, but that should be when you just like when you work as an apprentice electrician. If you don't follow, you need to keep updating yourself on with the rules of safety and everything. Should have been more focus about if even though if you have the driver's license, if they update the rules, you still have to apply those new rules. You can't say and like if you manage to crash. Oh, well, it's not like this when I learned to drive. Yeah, that's nice. That's why I'm usually streaming every time I'm driving now because you never know if someone might try to do something sketchy. I have been in Germany. That's a long time ago. That was like in 98 or 99. But then we only drove through Germany because we were going to Hungary. I haven't like spent much time there besides on maybe in a few hotels. But with the current state Germany is in right now, I don't really have the urge to go there. Oh, you mean on the Autobahn? We were driving an Opel Sintra 3.0 liter that had like uh, I think it had like 300 horsepower or something. We drove. That's this topic is something my father is really proud of because all the like fancy BMWs and stuff like that, and Porsches. At least my father said we drove around 270 kilometers per hour or something. That was if you Google Opel Sintra, it's like a big wagon, or what you call it, um, uh, like a family car with 6 doors and 7 seats. And you manage to like drive as fast as the fancy Porsches and stuff. I was car fully loaded with like adult. No, wait. Me, my brother, I was my father and mother, and my uncle. He was kind of a big guy, so maybe three of me or something. And we still managed to drive as fast as, or some of the cars even had like a speed limit. Let's stop at 250, so they couldn't drive faster, I guess. Or that's something my father said. I was young, so I didn't really pay attention. But I remember one time there was a chain collision, so we had to like drive on the side of the road, and everyone went outside of the car until the traffic had stopped, because you don't want to stand in the middle of the road and suddenly someone comes behind you and like and hits you. You're fucking dead. I, I wish I had purchased the Tesla once they, or when they offered the lifetime free charging, because then I could have driven through all of Europe for free, besides maybe some toll booths. Well, at least to have good hospitals and welfare if something happens. Kind of. We have so good welfare and hospital stuff here. You need to have private insurance, otherwise you're fucked. You have to wait so long, except if it's like urgent, like life and death situations, then you get rushed in. I have 36 minutes left of driving today, according to my GPS. I just installed Waze. I'm gonna try that out, because especially with if you use Apple Maps, it seems like it doesn't like check the whole route for traffic. So suddenly, when you get close to a lot of cars, it suddenly updates. Like the destination can be like 20 minutes, and then you drive, let's say, 10 minutes, and then oh shit, there's more cars here than I assumed. Then suddenly, boom, 40 minutes. Like what? So I don't think Google Maps does that. It's just Apple. But then again, I think Apple has a better layout. Well, we don't have the worst if we get sick, um, like normal sickness at work. Uh, we can stay home for like 9 days in total before we need to go to the doctor. And if you have a doctor's paper, you can stay home or stay away from work for up to, I think, 1 year. and if it's really severe and like you're trying to get back on your feet, it can be extended if they see that you're trying. But then again, if you're from Somalia, you can just claim welfare and have a lot of kids that don't work at all. It's fucking stupid. I'm not joking. People are doing that here in Norway. They have really learned how to exploit the system, I guess. And then me as a dumb Norwegian pay taxes. But I pay taxes for the normal people. I wish I could brand my tax money where it goes. Oh well, price for healthcare. It's wait, do you live in USA? We don't pay anything extra except like we only pay taxes through our work, which is automatically uh, taken. Like once a year, you have to fill out how much you think you're gonna earn, and if you like say too little, they will charge you extra the next year or something. But if you say you're gonna earn or you earn less than you have said you would earn, you get the money back. But yeah, everyone needs insurance. There was like a big fire in the city of Drammen. I think 100 houses or something burned down. Two of them didn't have house insurance. Uh, one of the families was someone that moved from I don't remember, from Spain or Poland or something. They thought everything was in order, but yeah, that was really bad. But I think the woman there said, how can you buy a house without, like, when you buy a car in Norway now, you have to get you have to first apply for like insurance. I think before you can even get the license plate. So it should be something like that for a house as well. You can't just own a house without insurance because if it burns down, you're yeah. Yeah, that's not not an issue here in Norway unless you are the problem that trigger the alarm or start the fire. Then you can get like charged. Uh, like let's say since I'm working with fire and safety, if I trigger the fire alarm, especially in a kindergarten or a school or something, I have to pay for every or like for every fire truck that shows up. So if they show up with 5 trucks, I have to pay about $1,000 per truck. No, wait, five. Uh, sorry, it's $100 per truck, or is it between 100 or 500? Something like that. Yeah, well, usually people are take it okay, especially here. Like my last boss, or the last place I worked as an electrician, my service boss there was kind of a douchebag when I said I would or change job. He's like, "Oh, look, here comes the traitor," like stuff like that. He's like, I just thought in my head, what the fucking prick, saying stuff like that. But now I have the best job I have ever had. So great colleagues. No, towing. What? What do you mean towing? Bruh. I guess I have to log into OctoWow later and tell my guild I'm mostly gonna play the Unreal Engine WoW. And maybe ask if someone else wants to be guild leader. I saw read on their Discord that they're gonna release a patch today. World of Warcraft. This Saturday they released a legacy mode, which means like a normal looking vanilla client remade in Unreal Engine. So the performance is 100 times better than old or what you usually have on classic private servers, because it's 100% Unreal Engine made. It has voice chat. That's so nice. You can see people fishing and you just run past them like, how's it going? You got any fish? And like you can like talk to people in another way instead of saying type stopping the character, pressing enter. Hello, how are you doing? You can just run past them and say the same thing. Just push the talk button. And of course, you have those people blasting music or something from Russia, like Gopniks. Yeah, and I think it was in November or December they will release the like modern graphics, which will add everything new that Unreal Engine 5 can give us in sense of lighting, updated graphics, of course. I guess physics as well in some degree. They can't change that too much because that's gonna mess up the gameplay. Because the old client hardly uses your GPU. So to play the old version, your CPU needs to be stronger than the GPU, I guess. And it's also made in 32 bits. Unreal Engine uses 64. Oh, my colleague is calling from my colleague from Germany. Så, hallo, god morgen. Hei. Jo, bare bra. Jeg sitter i kø. Ja. Jeg er på vei Ja. Jeg kan godt ta liften i morgen, jeg. Jeg kjører rundt hvis du skal bestille lift. Jeg tror du får sakselift som går opp til 12. Jeg tror det er lurt å ha det. Ja, er det 16? Hvis det er 16, så gjør det ikke noe. Ja, det er sant. Ja. Jo, det er ganske stor. Jo, saks... Ja, som går opp, rett opp. Ja. Mm. Ja. Ja, ja. Ja, jeg kan ta det, jeg. Mange nødlys. Det er bare batterier jeg trenger, eller? Ok. Ja. Hvor er det du skal jobbe i dag, da? Ja, hvis jeg skal komme innom og hente. Jeg skal på Vekerødveien 3. Ja.
Estimert tid i trafikk 26 minutter.
What the fuck? Oi. Ja. 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 Nei. Ja, er det lille gutten som blir gæren? Ah. Å ja, sånn. Ja, ja, det du snakka om, det. Ja. Ja, ja, ja. Mm. Nei, nei, nei. Nei, nei, nei. Ja. Ja, men det er bra du prøver å håper å si, løse det på den måten. Og... Ja. Ja, jeg skjønner. Ja, ja. Ja. Men jeg hadde jo perioder hvor jeg hadde lyst til å gjøre sånn som Homer Simpson gjorde. Men jeg har, det eneste gangen jeg har blitt så ordentlig irritert, er når faren min hadde en hund som ikke var oppdratt i det hele tatt. Og den var sånn at hvis for eksempel Ludvig mista leker på gulvet, så løp den bort til leken, tok den opp, og så hvis du prøvde å ta den tilbake, så prøvde den å bite deg. Og akkurat den hadde jeg lyst til å bare ta en pistol og ferdig. Den bikkja var ikke Altså, jeg var så sinna på den, ass. Det var faren min også, som han ble bitt av den bikkja. Så jeg skjønner ikke hva han skulle. Den var ikke Men den kom jo fra eh, en veldig dårlig oppdragelse, vil jeg tro. Da, og dårlig hjem, ja. Så det var jo på en måte ikke hunden sin feil, da, men Så jeg dro ikke på hytta. Så jeg dro ikke på hytta etter den ene gangen når han hadde med seg bikkja der. For det ble bare så dårlig stemning. For jeg turte jo ikke å la ungene være hjemme, eller Ludvig var aleine med den. Ikke sant? Ikke snakk om. Han var jo nesten som en ulv. Ja, ja, ja. 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 Ja, ja. Nei, det er ikke Men barna finner jo ut hvordan de trykker knappene dine, da. Det, blir de eksperter på. Ja. Ja, men den er god. Ja, ha det. Yeah. See you later. The guy that, oh, the person that loves ass. I'm a bit late. Well, not exactly, because I said I would show up today, not when. So I guess I'm excused. Hmm. Spotify doesn't even show. Oh, maybe I deleted Spotify. That's why it doesn't show up. Oh, Garrett, Ashes of Youth by James Swan, performed by Jonathan Heath and Tony Locke. The moment I have heard in the echoing space, no one had the courage to look what it was. No one dared to send it aside. Please, no, wait, wait, not. These were not the tower of the common humans. These silent. Once
Both of them had been proud to stand amongst the emperors and Fiona's staff, brothers in conflict, comrades against oppression. Now, fate had sent them upon separate paths. One was clad in war gear the colour of storms, adorned with a golden eagle face, his helm mag-logged at his waist, his sword at his back. Nathaniel Garrow, knight errant and Argentia Primus, regent of Terra. The other, a former warrior, stripped of his armour, weapons, and desire for war. Merrick Boyan, in robes, once an apothecary of the Death Guard Legion, a soul in search of peace.
Stop! I beg of you, let me explain.
Nothing you say will sway me.
Nathaniel!
Garrow looked down at the hand that Boyan had placed on his
The
handbrake.
one of the voice actors there sounds like one of the guys from
Now, hear me out. There
one
is
of the
no
podcasts
explanation
I'm
you can
listening
voice,
to.
Merrick. I have disappointed
That wizard guy that's really fooling around.
I did it for a greater good, for our battle brothers and our legion.
The Death Guard are no longer our legion. They broke that faith when Mortarion turned against the Emperor.
We can bring them back. I can bring them back.
With that, Garrow turned and gestured towards the open object. A heavy cylindrical cryo cask made of steel and armaments. A harvest of poison, dregs, and foul detritus.
How does one cure a disease, Nathaniel? First, you must capture the virus, analyze it, conquer it. Only then can the vaccine be feasible.
Warriors,
Fotoboks foran.
we do not speak of some malady to be treated by balms and potions. You cannot recover from this corruption. I have seen it at close quarters and with my murder in its fangs. I have looked this foulness in the eye and glimpsed the true shade of its hatred.
You are not alone in that. I was on the Eisenstein too, remember? Distance. I saw the pestilence that overtook their bodies.
Silence. It seemed like an eon passed before it left, bringing word from War Master Horton, bloody betrayal. Garrow, Boyan, Decius, Blackburn, Cruz, and the rest of the Seven, dared to oppose their primarch, all loyalty to Terra, burned to ashes. In the aftermath, amidst the airless wastes of Cuba, they had awaited an uncertain fate. Warriors orphaned by their traitor kinsmen, trusted by few, feared by many. In that silence, their brother, Solon Decius, had been taken by the same insidious taint that now was undoubtedly corrupting the rest of them. Garrow had killed Decius out there in the Sea of Crisis, and perhaps, in the act, the battle captain had known that he had been spared for something great. Boyan saw something different, a sickness that he could not bear. The apothecary surrendered his birthright as a space marine and dedicated his existence to finding what Garrow now thought possible.
A cure. I believe it exists. It must.
No matter how hard you wish for it, Merrick, believe me when I tell you that it does not. Now, get out of my way or I will put you aside by force. Garrow pushed past his comrade, strode toward the dais, the support frame upon which the casket rested.
You cannot know that.
What I know is that corruption is absolute. It is subtle and constant.
Do you see that in me, my lord?
You kept something from me once before, brother. Your membership in the lodges. Garrow's mention of the covert gatherings instigated by Horus's legion. Guilt soured his expression.
I have atoned for my mistake. I forswore that clandestine pact when I learned that they were the tool of the War Master's perfidy.
Thank you. But still you kept hold of this as well. You began your work as hidden from the world. Why? Is it because you knew what I would do when I learned of it?
I did not think you would understand.
It smells like food. What?
You, I am what? Do you think me a credulous fool? You know better than that. Boyan eyed his
You always put great stock. I believe only in what I can see and touch and learn.
Garrow hesitated. I have faith. But that does not mean I have abandoned reason. It is you who cannot see clearly. You cling to the truth you were born with, that this is a rash
natural universe of immutable laws. And so we can understand all of existence if only the structure of it were visible. But that is a falsehood. If what you say is true, the truth is that we live on the surface of a great maelstrom, populated by powers we can only begin to comprehend. That we must oppose them to death. On that point, you and I fully agree. But if your only compass is the lucid possible, then we have already lost. The arch enemy lies beyond human constructs like reason, logic. To fight them, to beat them, we must see past the veil. If I can save the lives of the dead, you cannot save their souls. It is already too late. The warrior studied through misty glassy hands, the dark grey mass of hunting matter. It resembled volcanic ash, constantly heating objects mightily cracked. Stupid. It was all that remained. So Odysseus transformed monstrous lord of fires. Where he fell, Odysseus' ashen remains served like a toxic spill. In any other place, its magnificent desolation, the residue of death spread like a cancer. Now that material had seeped out, gathered here in the transformed world. Where do you want to take us? The Jovian destination. There is a facility there that rides atop the sulfur oceans. It belongs to a faction of the Magos Myolotus, rejected the rebellion of Mars. Examine the remains there in safety. How many men died in Canada? 7 perished from the process.
Fotoboks foran.
Disease vector. If dead before we can get them to the infirmary, I'd still you wonder why I came to stop. When Boyan spoke again, something had changed, with almost a beseeching tone of words. You left us behind with them. Those who remained of the 70, you went away and you were given purpose. The rest of us died. So I forged my own. We reached this malfunction of people. Away from battle and threat of death, we might live millennia. I chose to rededicate my existence to finding a cure for that hideous living death. We met Garrow's kiss. Lighted, and the middle class of sun, trait nature, lust, distrusted in the mind. I have no knight's armor, no sanction, no welcome or listen to my speech. I have no understand more than you can know. That is why, for the final time, I refuse. This must end here. If you do this, there will be no chance of redemption. You will doom the Death Guard name to live in infamy for thousands of years. This is our gene father, Lord Montarian, who made that choice, Manic, not I. The shadows were at their heads. Thick curtains that made the wide space of the hall seem closed and oppressive. As Garrow reached for the casket, he felt the flesh on the back of his neck. That innate force read into him through the gene words of Egypt. An intuition he could not name, an animal impulse warning him of danger as yet unknown. His armored fingers touched the curved lid and knew that something was amiss. Then, along the seam that held the casket closed, the thick brass maglocks that should have each been sealed tight were hanging wide, the latches like slack jaws. Oh, what? That's impossible. Suddenly, the air tasted of fetol and rancid meat. A wave of slaughterhouse stench and decay arose, potent enough to curdle the air in Garrow's lungs. Instantly, he reached towards the black, shadow-wreathed stanchion supporting the casket. Light moved strangely behind pillars, almost as if it were being absorbed by the dark. And Garrow had the shadows he saw. Darkness coated everything in a fathomless sling. His fingers scraped at the metal together
The silent, unmoving insects now exploded into horrible, freakish light. Their tiny blue wings were sharp at the razors, their warp-tainted mandibles wet with acidic venom. They craved warm flesh and spilled blood.
Damn! What in terror's name? Back! Get back! Where did these things come from? There's no living organic matter in the ashes. They could not have come from the casket. This chamber was hermetically sealed. Nothing could get in or out. They came from the immaterium, born out of madness and corruption. Do you not see now, Merrick? This is the nature of the enemy.
You shoved Voyan towards the heavy airlock hatch behind him.
Go. You are unprotected. These things will feast on the meat of you. Make your body a nest for their maggot hatchlings. We cannot let the swarm move beyond this chamber now. Go! And seal the door behind you.
Garrow's former comrade nodded, but he could not take his eyes off the castle. Of its own accord, the metallic cylinder was cracking open, and a torrent of newborn flies flooded out, filling the air with a hurricane of glistening wings.
Captain, you can't fight them with a sword. Don't we worry about that.
Voyan stepped over the threshold, and Garrow slammed his mailed fist into the hatch controls. The meter-thick barrier of solid glass steel slid into place and locked shut. Garrow reached down, donned his sharp-snouted battle helm, securing it against a dithering cloud of carnivorous flies. Through an armor-glassed portal, Garrow saw Voyan's face looking back at him from the safety of the corridor beyond. The apothecary's aspect was that of a man shaken by a truth he did not wish to face.
I warned you. This is what the enemy is capable of. When we try to fight them on a battleground of reason, they shift the sands beneath us. We are at war with the impossible.
He marched into the swarm of flies, but did not draw his power sword. Voyan was right. Even with the weapon's energy-charged edge, Garrow would only destroy a handful of the swarming horde. He had a different plan of attack in mind. With each step closer to the casket, the density of the flies increased. He heard the scratch and snap of thousands of microscopic fangs biting into the ceramite sheath of his armor. The flies chewed into the flex joints, trying to pierce the plasteel beneath. They clogged the breather slits of his faceplate with a wet paste of their own crushed bodies. His helmet's glowing eye slits drew them in like moths of a flame, blinding him. Step by step, Garrow felt his way back to the casket on the dais. A colossal mass of flies crawled and writhed across the steel surface, acid sizzling from their pores. For a moment, the warrior thought he heard the echo of Solon Decius's warm laughter, the buzzing of their wings. Garrow opened a vox channel.
This is Captain Garrow. Execute emergency protocol. Open the doors.
Garrow activated the magnetic pads on the soles of his boots. Tensed. The blank bulkhead at the far end of the hall shadowed, and then, in the manner of a magician's trick, became a series of great panels that shifted on hidden rails, retreating back into the walls. A blinding yellow-orange forehead was suddenly revealed, blazing beyond the retracting doors. The turbulent surface of Sol, Terra's great sun. The tainted atmosphere inside the compartment was immediately blown out into the vacuum beyond, and with it went the swarm. The mutant insects were simultaneously flash-frozen and burnt to a crisp, and even their warp-tainted origins were not enough to save them from the titanic power of the star. Crimson warning groups lit up across every readout visible to the Legionary, as the temperature inside the compartment rose to terrifying ranges. The heat burned off the dead flies and scorched Garrow's grey armor a dull black. He felt it beat at him, boiling him alive. Effort. He reached for the casket, took hold. When Captain Garrow had come aboard the ship, learning of Merrick Voyan's ill-advised scheme, his first act had been to order the vessel's commander to divert course, away from Io and Jupiter, directly towards the sun. Now, nothing lay before him but the oblivion of the solar furnace. Garrow tore the casket from its support with a snarl of exertion, lifted it high. Then, marshalling all the potency of his gen-enhanced musculature and the power armor that encased him, he hurled it through the open hatchway and into the grasp of the star.
Narrow the bridge. Close it. It's done. From the corridor beyond, Boyan saw Garrow standing amongst the trace ashes of the burnt spawn. The horror of true understanding at last came to him. All his hopes to search out a cure for the Death Guard's malaise and save his brother. This need that he found was in vain. For if Garrow was right, if this new war was a thing of demonic powers, foul magics as much as guns, blades, how could a rational soul believe that? Boyan felt his throat tighten, something burning his blood. A stinging sensation made the flesh of his forearm twitch, and he pulled back the cuff of his robes. There, on his skin, was the reddening mark of an insect bite. Already forming a trio of tiny swords.
Ja, nu har det fullt här. Well, I will see you guys later on my way home.